A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal move, the National Trust for Historic Preservation has filed a lawsuit against President Donald Trump, seeking to halt the construction of a new ballroom connected to the East Wing of the White House. The nonprofit organization, dedicated to preserving U.S. historical sites, argues that the Trump administration failed to follow necessary legal protocols before beginning this ambitious project. The lawsuit, filed in Washington federal court, asserts that no president has the legal authority to demolish parts of the White House without undergoing a proper review process. The National Trust contends that the construction of the 90,000-square-foot ballroom has proceeded without the required federal approvals, including an environmental assessment and congressional authorization. The group is asking the court to declare that the construction violates multiple laws, including the Administrative Procedure Act, and is seeking a work stoppage until these necessary reviews are conducted. The lawsuit names several defendants, including the National Park Service, the Department of the Interior, and the General Services Administration, in addition to Trump himself. White House spokesman David Engel responded to the lawsuit by asserting that President Trump has the full legal authority to modernize and beautify the White House, just as his predecessors have done. The lawsuit marks the first major legal challenge to the ballroom project, which has drawn criticism from preservationists who argue that it alters the character of the iconic building. Carol Quillen, president of the National Trust for Historic Preservation, emphasized the importance of the White House as a symbol of American ideals and the need to protect its historical integrity. The East Wing, which was demolished in October to make way for the ballroom, has been a focal point of contention. The proposed ballroom was initially designed to accommodate 500 guests, but plans have since expanded to accommodate up to 1,350 attendees, raising concerns about the scale of the addition. The lawsuit claims that the construction site has become a bustling hub of activity, with heavy machinery and workers present, despite the lack of proper approvals. Critics have also pointed out that the Trump administration has not adhered to previous commitments to have the construction plans assessed by the National Capital Planning Commission before work began. In addition, the lawsuit alleges that Trump is violating the U.S. Constitution, which reserves the right to manage federal property for Congress. The National Trust had previously raised concerns with various agencies, but felt compelled to take legal action after their concerns were ignored. The lawsuit reflects broader tensions surrounding the Trump administration's approach to governance and its impact on historic sites. As the legal battle unfolds, the future of the White House ballroom project remains uncertain. Trump, who has promised that the ballroom will be completed before he leaves office in 2028, has characterized the project as a long-awaited addition to the White House. However, the National Trust for Historic Preservation is determined to ensure that the necessary legal processes are followed to protect the historical significance of the nation's most famous residents. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.